things 12-step facilitation was the most effective. And generally, I mean, I think that there's no 100% right answer for every person. I think it really is dependent.
Yes, you did not mention, and I'm not sure the exact effect on the dopamine, but the use of antidepressant medications for people, not necessarily immediately, but as a part of a long-term intervention to help them with kind of getting more towards a baseline of happiness, or at least a more of a baseline of pre-existing depressive.
So I think if there's underlying untreated depression that begins before the addiction, then there's a role sometimes in antidepressants and of addressing that appropriately. But I think there's no evidence that I'm aware of for treating addiction specifically with antidepressants.
I think there's a pretty high incident of pre-existing depression.
Yeah, and I think we're saying the same thing. If you have pre-existing depression, that's different from treating addiction with antidepressants.
Right,
So if you take the drugs away and the problem goes away, then you don't need antidepressants. If it comes back or has been there for a long period of time before use.
But if part of the theory is that it starts out as a dopamine deficiency, it sort of implies that there's a...
Actually, depression, this is sort of outside the topic, but usually is thought to be related to serotonin and norepinephrine. Dopamine is more related to psychosis. So, it's a little...
Is there any connection between addiction and obsessive compulsive disorder?
There's like a increased incidence of that combination of people with obsessive compulsive disorder having a higher incidence of addiction.
Having just found out about 12-step facilitation as an overall treatment rather than just 12-step meetings, because of the purposeful disconnect between going to AA and being involved in 12-step treatment, how widespread is 12-step facilitation and treatment? I mean, because I know we're in a little bubble here, but in general, is 12-step facilitation as done for Project Match? Because the whole